सुनिए। प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी ने सार्क देशों से आतंकवाद और इसे समर्थन देने वाली ताकतों से निपटने के लिए कारगर उपायों की अपील की है। दक्षिण एशियाई क्षेत्रीय सहयोग संगठन के स्थापना दिवस पर सार्क सचिवालय को भेजे पत्र में प्रधानमंत्री ने कहा कि एकजुट प्रयासों से संगठन की मजबूती को बल मिलेगा। पाकिस्तान का नाम लिए बिना श्री मोदी ने कहा कि सार्क देशों के बीच अधिक सहयोग के भारत के प्रयासों को आतंकवादी गतिविधियों से लगातार चुनौती मिलती रहती है। ऐसे में संगठन की पूरी क्षमता के उपयोग के लिए साझा प्रयास जरूरी हैं। उन्होंने कहा कि संगठन ने प्रगति की है, लेकिन अभी बहुत कुछ किया जाना जरूरी है। झारखंड विधानसभा चुनाव के तीसरे और चौथे चरण के लिए प्रचार तेज होता जा रहा है। तीसरे चरण में 8 जिलों के 17 विधानसभा क्षेत्रों में बृहस्पतिवार को वोट डाले जाएंगे। चौथे चरण में 4 जिलों के 15 क्षेत्रों में 16 दिसंबर को मतदान होगा। भाजपा के वरिष्ठ नेता और प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी आज हजारीबाग के बरही और बोकारो में 2 रैलियों को संबोधित करेंगे। कांग्रेस के वरिष्ठ नेता राहुल गांधी भी हजारीबाग के बड़कागांव और रांची के बीआईटी मेसरा खेल मैदान में 2 रैलियां करेंगे। इस बीच राज्य के गुमला जिले के सिसई विधानसभा निर्वाचन क्षेत्र में मतदान केंद्र संख्या 36 पर पुनर्मतदान हो रहा है। इस केंद्र पर हिंसा और झड़प की घटनाओं के बाद चुनाव पर्यवेक्षक की सिफारिश पर चुनाव आयोग ने पुनर्मतदान का आदेश दिया था। नागरिकता संशोधन विधेयक 2019 लोकसभा में आज पेश किया जाएगा। ये विधेयक सदन की आज की कार्यसूची में शामिल है। विधेयक का उद्देश्य चुनी हुई श्रेणियों में अवैध प्रवासियों को छूट देने के लिए वर्तमान कानून में संशोधन करना है। विधेयक नागरिकता संशोधन अधिनियम 1955 में संशोधन करेगा, जिससे अफगानिस्तान, बांग्लादेश और पाकिस्तान के हिंदू, सिख, बौद्ध, जैन, पारसी और ईसाई सहित 6 समुदायों के अवैध प्रवासी भारतीय नागरिकता के योग्य बन सकेंगे। विधेयक को पिछली लोकसभा ने पारित किया था, लेकिन इसे राज्यसभा में प्रस्तुत नहीं किया जा सका था। कांग्रेस, तृणमूल कांग्रेस और वामपंथी दलों को विधेयक के प्रावधानों पर आपत्ति है। इस बीच भाजपा ने अपने सांसदों को व्हिप जारी करके बुधवार तक लोकसभा में उपस्थित रहने के लिए कहा है। तृणमूल कांग्रेस ने भी अपने सांसदों को व्हिप जारी किया है। कर्नाटक में विधानसभा की 15 सीटों के उपचुनाव के वोटों की गिनती जारी है। भाजपा 12, कांग्रेस 2 और निर्दलीय 1 सीट पर आगे है। कांग्रेस शिवाजीनगर और हुंसूर में आगे है। होसकोट में भाजपा सांसद बच्चेगौड़ा के पुत्र शरद बच्चेगौड़ा निर्दलीय उम्मीदवार के रूप में भाजपा उम्मीदवार एमटीबी नागराज से आगे चल रहे हैं। हुसूर, यशवंतपुर और केआर पेटे में बराबर की टक्कर है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी यल्लापुर, विजयनगरा, गोकाक, महालक्ष्मी लेआउट और चिकबल्लापुर में आगे है। गोकाक में भाजपा के रमेश जारकीहोली कांग्रेस के जारकीहोली से आगे चल रहे हैं। उत्तर प्रदेश सरकार ने उन्नाव दुष्कर्म पीड़िता को जलाए जाने के मामले में लापरवाही बरतने को लेकर बिहार थाना क्षेत्र के प्रभारी सहित 7 पुलिस अधिकारियों को निलंबित कर दिया है। सभी पुलिसकर्मियों को काम में लापरवाही, ढिलाई और अपराध नियंत्रण तथा अभियोजन से संबंधित मामलों में मनमानी करने के मद्देनजर तत्काल प्रभाव से निलंबित किया गया। तेलंगाना सरकार ने दिशा मामले में 4 अभियुक्त के पुलिस मुठभेड़ में मारे जाने की जांच के लिए विशेष जांच दल गठित किया है। राचकोंडा के पुलिस आयुक्त महेश भागवत जांच दल की अध्यक्षता करेंगे। राष्ट्रीय मानवाधिकार आयोग का दल हैदराबाद में अपनी जांच जारी रखेगा। भारतीय जनता पार्टी महाराष्ट्र में 2022 के मुंबई नगर निगम चुनाव अकेले लड़ेगी। पार्टी प्रदेश अध्यक्ष चंद्रकांत पाटिल ने कहा है कि पार्टी इस महीने के अंत तक प्रदेश अध्यक्ष सहित पार्टी स्तर की ज्यादातर नियुक्तियां पूरी कर लेगी। नेपाल में दक्षिण एशियाई खेलों में भारत 132 स्वर्ण, 79 रजत और 41 कांस्य सहित 252 पदक जीतकर शीर्ष स्थान पर बना हुआ है। जूडो में भारतीय खिलाड़ियों ने कल 5 स्वर्ण जीते। विजय कुमार, सुशीला देवी, जसलीन सिंह सैनी, सुचिका तरियाल और एल निरूपमा देवी ने स्वर्ण पदक अपने नाम किए। इसके साथ ही ये समाचार बुलेटिन समाप्त हुआ।
First, the headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi urges SAARC countries to take effective steps to defeat the scourge of terrorism and forces that support it. Finland's former Transport Minister Sanna Marin becomes the country's youngest Prime Minister. Incredible India roadshow to be held in Singapore today. India maintains top spot with 252 medals in the South Asian Games. And Indian junior women's team wins the three-nation hockey tournament at Canberra. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has urged SAARC countries to take effective steps to defeat the scourge of terrorism and forces that support it. In a letter to the SAARC Secretariat to mark the founding day of the bloc, Prime Minister said such efforts will generate greater trust and confidence to build a stronger SAARC. In an oblique reference to Pakistan, Mr. Modi said that India's efforts for greater collaboration among the SAARC countries have repeatedly been challenged with threats and acts of terrorism. Prime Minister said, such an environment impedes our shared objective of realizing the full potential of the SAARC. Mr. Modi said SAARC has made progress, but more needs to be done. The last SAARC summit in 2014 was held in Kathmandu, which was attended by Mr. Modi. The 2016 SAARC summit was to be held in Islamabad, but after the Uri terror attack, India expressed its inability to participate in the summit due to prevailing circumstances. The summit was called off after Bangladesh, Bhutan and Afghanistan also declined to participate in the Islamabad meet. SAARC Founding Day is commemorated every year on the 8th of December to mark the signing of the group's charter.
Sri Lanka has termed the sentence against one of its defence officials by a British court as a politically motivated action. Foreign Ministry said in a statement that Sri Lanka maintains that Brigadier Fernando, who was attached to the Sri Lanka High Commission in London, is entitled to diplomatic immunity as per Article 31 of the Vienna Convention on Diplomatic Relations. The brigadier, who motioned death threats to Tamil protesters in London last year, was found guilty of violating the Public Order Act after a protracted legal battle. Sri Lanka said demonstrators who had staged the protest in front of the Sri Lanka High Commission as well as Westminster Magistrates Court during the hearings had used flags of the LTTE, which is a banned organisation in the UK. It said the failure to uphold Brigadier Fernando's diplomatic immunities, the timing of the delivering of the judgment on the eve of the UK elections, and the alleged leaking of privileged information by the defence to the public domain makes abundantly clear that it is a politically motivated action. The court has imposed a lower notional financial penalty but did not consider it appropriate to issue a warrant. Finland's former Transport Minister Sanna Marin has been selected by her Social Democratic Party to become the country's youngest Prime Minister ever. 34-year-old Marin is expected to take oath of office tomorrow. The Council of Finland's ruling Social Democratic Party in a tight 32-29 vote picked Marin over rival Antti Lindman. Prime Minister Antti Rinne had resigned on Tuesday after losing the confidence of the coalition partner Centre Party over his handling of a postal strike. Marin's party is the largest in a 5-member governing coalition. She said they have a lot of work to do but rebuild trust and never thought about her age or gender. At 34, Marin also becomes one of the world's youngest state leaders, ahead of Ukraine's Prime Minister, who is currently 35.
The Incredible India Roadshow will be held in Singapore today, positioning the country as a preferred destination for tourists. Indian Tourism Office in Singapore said the roadshow by Indian delegation will be provided a platform to the stakeholders of India's tourism industry to interact with their Singaporean counterparts. Indian delegation comprises 25 tour operators and destination management companies along with representations from the state governments of Punjab and Madhya Pradesh. A total of 1,75,852 tourists from Singapore visited India in 2017, a growth of 7.4% on the year, said the Indian Tourism Singapore office. Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has said that the government is considering to set up virtual courts in the country. Speaking at the National Judicial Conference 2019 in Dhaka, she said that it will reduce the risk and hassle to bring and take back notorious criminals from jail. Speaking about the need for timely delivery of justice, Sheikh Hasina said that nobody should be made to wait for years for justice while bearing the pain of losing their kith and kin. Justifying the mobile courts run by executive magistrates, she said that these courts have become popular as they provide quick justice to people. It has also helped in reducing pressure on the judiciary. Sheikh Hasina also called upon the judiciary to provide their judgment in the Bangla simultaneously with the English text so that it is easily understood by the people. Prime Minister Hasina stressed upon the importance of better coordination among Parliament, judiciary and the executive. She said the only President is empowered to promulgate rules and regulations for distributing government jobs, and Constitution does not allow raising questions on the activities of the President. She regretted that courts issue directives regarding the jurisdiction of the President. She said that such interferences makes the job of ensuring justice, peace and development of the country difficult.
In Sri Lanka, the 269 hectare of land belonging to Colombo Port City was officially declared a part of the country at an event yesterday. The land constructed on reclaimed sea is being developed by a Chinese company and is now officially open for investments. The ceremony was followed by a massive fireworks display and issuance of a commemorative stamp in the presence of the Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa and the Chinese ambassador to Sri Lanka. Prime Minister Rajapaksa said that the government will firmly support and accelerate the development of the project constructed to ensure that it will emerge as a new business hub in the island country. He pledged to accelerate the implementation of the preferential policies of the port city from the government level and to strive to build the project into a new business card for Sri Lanka at the earliest. The port city is Sri Lanka's largest foreign direct investment project and is expected to attract further investments in the coming years. The project was initiated under presidency of Mahinda Rajapaksa in 2013 but was halted by the previous government. It was given a go-ahead with some modifications in 2016. Maldives Parliament Speaker Mohammad Nasheed is leading a 14-member Parliament delegation on a 5-day visit to India next week to seek cooperation between legislatures of the two countries. The delegation comprises 15 members representing all political parties and is being accompanied by the Parliament's Secretary General and Councillor General. Mr. Nasheed, who served as former president, said the objective of the visit is to encourage both parliaments to improve the democratic systems and boost the long-standing relationship between the two countries. During the visit, a Memorandum of Understanding (MOU) will be signed between the 19th Parliament of Maldives and Lok Sabha. Mr. Nasheed stated that the MOU will focus on establishing an official guideline to promote avenues for improvement in the Parliament and its administration. It includes information sharing and providing and promoting democratic support on international platforms. The Maldives has enjoyed close relations with India since the new government under President Ibrahim Mohammad Solih was formed. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, visit our News on Air app and follow us on Twitter at Air News Alerts. You can also visit our website www.newsonair.com and our YouTube channel News on Air Official. Listening to our program International News, where we bring you news from across the globe. Stay tuned to our YouTube channel for more updates from across the world.
In Hong Kong, anti-government protesters thronged city streets yesterday in a forceful display of support for the movement on its 6-month anniversary. Tens of thousands snaked their way through the financial hub's main island after the police for the first time allowed a rally by the Civil Human Rights Front, one of the largest pro-democracy groups. Police said 11 people were arrested in raids ahead of the rally and that a handgun was seized. The protesters started in June over a controversial extradition bill and have now evolved into broader anti-government demonstrations. The rally comes 2 weeks after pro-establishment parties got a drubbing in local elections, shattering the government claim that a silent majority opposed the protests. The movement's demand include an independent inquiry into the police's handling of the protests, an amnesty for those arrested and free elections. North Korea has conducted a very important test at its Sohae satellite launch site. State media reported the result of the test, which was carried out yesterday, will have an important effect on changing the strategic status of North Korea, a government spokesperson said. The media report did not specify what was tested, but the site has previously been used to launch rockets into space as well as test missile engines. The test comes as North Korea has warned it could take a new path amid stalled denuclearization talks with the United States. Tensions have risen ahead of the year-end deadline set by North Korea, which has called on the United States to change its policy of insisting on Pyongyang's unilateral denuclearization and demanded relief from punishing sanctions.
China's trade with the United States sank again in November as negotiators worked on the first stage of a possible deal to end a tariff war. Customs data shows exports to the United States fell 23% from a year earlier, while imports of American goods were off 2.8%. Meanwhile, exports to some other countries, including France, rose, helping to offset the loss. U.S. President Donald Trump agreed to postpone a planned tariff increase in early October following trade talks, but penalties already imposed on billions of dollars of goods stayed in place.
Saudi Arabia's Minister of Islamic Affairs Call and Guidance Dr. Abdullatif bin Abdulaziz has condemned the shooting incident by a Saudi man in Florida, United States. The minister noted that the perpetrator does not represent the Saudi people and does not represent the Islamic religion. He added that the incident caused a great pain for the Saudi people and the leadership of the kingdom, and its people do not approve this disgraceful act. The minister further added that the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and the United States of America have long-standing historical ties since their establishment by the founder, late King Abdulaziz Al Saud, and the American President Roosevelt, and that these ties will not be affected by such a transient incident. Earlier, U.S. President Donald Trump had tweeted that Saudi Arabia's King Salman had called to offer sincere condolences and had condemned the attack. Saudi Arabia is a key U.S. ally in the Middle East, and the two countries have strong defense ties. U.S. key lawmakers have called for a halt to a Saudi military training program in Florida. This comes after a shooting rampage at a U.S. naval base in which a Saudi officer killed 3 American soldiers. U.S. Defense Secretary Mark Esper said he has observed a review of vetting procedures while defending the training program. Mohammed Al-Shimrani, a second lieutenant in the Saudi Royal Air Force, opened fire at the Pensacola Naval Air Station in Florida on Friday, killing the 3 sailors and injuring 8 other people before being shot dead by the police. The FBI said the shooting was being investigated by the presumption it was an act of terrorism. However, authorities had yet to make a final determination. An influential Republican on national security issues, Senator Lindsey Graham, told Fox News that the U.S. needs to suspend the program until it investigates the case. House of Representatives member Matt Gaetz also called for the military training program to be halted until they are absolutely confident in the vetting program. Another representative, Zoe Longhorn, said there are a lot of questions about Saudi Arabia.
At least 25 protesters were killed and over 130 injured when unidentified gunmen attacked anti-government demonstrators in Baghdad on Friday night. The gunfire continued until the early hours of Saturday morning. The assailants first unleashed the deadly assault on Baghdad's Kilani Square and Sinak Bridge, driving through the areas that are the epicenter of the popular uprising. The attack was among the deadliest since October 1st, when thousands of Iraqis took to the streets calling for sweeping political reforms and the end of Iran's influence in Iraqi affairs. Anti-government activists have blamed supporters of Iran-backed Iraqi militia, which has staged similar attacks against protester sit-ins in the capital and the country's southern cities. Iraqi security forces were deployed to streets leading to the square by the early morning. Meanwhile, a drone dropped a bomb on the home of Iraqi cleric Muqtada Sadr in the shrine city of Najaf in early morning. His party sources said that the cleric was not in the country. Sadr has backed the anti-government rallies rocking Iraq. Iran's President Hassan Rouhani has said that his country will depend less on oil revenue next year, in a new budget that is designed to resist crippling US trade embargoes. Iran is in the grip of an economic crisis. US reimposed sanctions that block Iran from selling its crude oil abroad. President Rouhani told the opening session of parliament that the budget sends a message to the world that despite the sanctions, Tehran will manage the company. He said the proposed budget will counter maximum pressures and sanctions by the US. He added that Iran will also benefit from a $5 billion loan from Russia that's been finalized. The next Iranian fiscal year begins March 20 with the advent of the Persian New Year.
In yet another sign of relaxing of social rules and following a more liberal approach, Saudi Arabia has abolished rules requiring restaurants to provide separate entrances and seating areas for women and families and for male patrons dining alone. Saudi Arabia's Municipal and Rural Affairs Ministry today announced the decision, which was published by the state-run Saudi press agency. The ministry said it is removing a requirement by restaurants to have an entrance for single men and another for families, and that restaurants no longer need to specify private spaces. Many upscale hotels and restaurants, however, had been practicing this for a while, but a formal announcement from the government will see an end to the era where religious police enforce strict gender separation in public places. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, in his Vision 2030, hopes to reduce the kingdom's dependence on oil and diversify the economy. One of the major goals is to modernize the country and develop public service sectors such as health, education, infrastructure, recreation, and tourism to attract foreign investment. As part of this modernization and vision, restrictions on women to drive have been lifted. Many entertainment programs and concerts are being organized in the kingdom, where women are also permitted to attend the events. Prime Minister of Israel Benjamin Netanyahu has said the people should elect the next government leader directly if lawmakers fail to end the country's political impasse. He called for a head-to-head runoff vote between him and his main rival Benny Gantz, as a political stalemate threatens to dissolve the parliament. The Israeli parliament of Knesset will be dissolved in the country, will go for its third round of elections in less than a year, if lawmakers fail to agree on a coalition government in the next 3 days. Both Netanyahu's right-wing Likud party and Gantz's centrist Blue and White party has been unable to form a coalition. The Blue and White party dismissed the proposal, saying in a statement that the party is engaged in efforts to avoid costly and unnecessary elections. Israel has an electoral system with elections based on votes for parties, not for specific candidates. The party that wins the largest number of votes gets to form a government. However, in the last two rounds of the elections, which were held in April and September, no party gained enough votes to establish a governing coalition. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, visit our News on AIR app and follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. You can also visit our website www.news.air.in newsonair.com, and our YouTube channel, News on AIR Official. You are listening to our program International News, where we bring you news from across the globe. Stay tuned to our YouTube channel for more updates from across the world.
In Kenya, at least 10 people, including several police officers, were killed in an attack on a bus in Wajir County. In a statement, a presidential spokesperson said the attack was staged by the Somali Islamist Shabab group on Saturday. He said security forces are pursuing the killers. The area where the attack took place borders Somalia, which is regularly the scene of Shabab raids. On June 15th, at least 8 people, police officers, were killed in similar circumstances in Wajir County. Embassy's annual film festival titled Ambassador's Choice screening of films saw the popular Hindi film Dangal screened at Riyadh, which drew a large number of audience. The 8th edition of the Embassy's annual film festival titled Ambassador's Choice screening of films was inaugurated at the auditorium of Embassy of India, Riyadh. Mr. Suresh Prabhu, Member of Parliament and India's Sherpa to G20, was present on the occasion as the chief guest. The inaugural event was attended by a number of Saudi nationals, ambassadors, other members of the diplomatic corps and the members of the Indian community. The 12-day festival, which is being held from 5th to 18th December, kicked off with the screening of 3 Arabic short movies titled The Swan Song, A Colorful Life and Jalid, followed by an interactive session with the directors of the respective movies. Besides Saudi and Indian movies, the festival will also feature popular movies from Brazil, Ukraine, Bangladesh, Spain, Kazakhstan, Myanmar, Sri Lanka, Vietnam and Mexico.
Rwanda started a voluntary Ebola vaccination program at its border with the Democratic Republic of Congo in a bid to prevent the spread of the deadly virus from its neighbor. Rwanda Health Minister Deni Gashumba told journalists that all countries in high-risk areas, even if not hit by Ebola, has been advised by the World Health Organization to use a new vaccine developed in the United States. She said the idea is to protect those with high chances of getting in contact with people living in areas where Ebola has been reported to be active. So far, there have been no confirmed cases of Ebola in Rwanda. In DR Congo, more than 2,200 people have died due to Ebola since August 2018. In the United States, rapper Juice WRLD died yesterday after a medical emergency at Chicago's Midway International Airport. 21-year-old rapper, whose legal name was Gerard A. Higgins, launched his career on SoundCloud before becoming a streaming juggernaut and rose to the top of the charts. He began posting music online while still in high school and in early 2018 signed a deal with Interscope Records worth $3 million. Authorities have not released details about his cause of death. In one of his songs, Juice WRLD rapped about the short lives of artists, saying, "All the legends seem to die out."
Worldwide arms sales rose by nearly 5% in 2018, according to a new report by the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute, SIPRI. The market is dominated by the United States. The turnover of the 100 biggest arm manufacturers came to $420 billion. US manufacturers alone accounted for 59% of the market, or a turnover of $246 billion, up to 7.2% on the previous year. Russia was second in the rankings for arms production with 8.6% of the market, just ahead of the United Kingdom on 8.4% and France on 5.5%. Indian athletes are continuing their outstanding performance at the 13th South Asian Games in Nepal. Consolidating its top position, India has clinched 252 medals comprising 132 gold, 79 silver and 41 bronze so far. Indian judoka made brilliant start of their campaign and won 5 gold, 1 silver and 1 bronze yesterday. Sushila Devi brought first gold in women's 48 kg. Later, Vijay Kumar Yadav won gold in men's 60 kg and Jasleen Singh Saini clinched gold in 66 kg. In 73 kgs, Vishal Rohil bagged bronze. Suchika Taryal won gold in women's 57 kg, while L. Nirupama Devi brought gold in 63 kgs. Gayatri Tokas bagged silver in the 52 kg category. Indian swimmers continued their winning streak on fourth day of the events and grabbed 6 gold, 2 silver and 2 bronze medals. Wrestlers also continued their outstanding performance and clinched 4 gold. In women's 59 kg, Anshu won gold while Sakshi Malik clinched gold in 62 kg. Ravinder brought gold in men's 61 kg and Pawan Kumar clinched gold in 86 kgs. In tennis, India has made a clean sweep. India won 3 gold and equal number of silvers yesterday in mixed men's and women's doubles. All 3 finals were played between the Indian players. The men's and women's single finals are also to be played among the Indian players today. In squash, India bagged 1 gold, 2 silver and 1 bronze. In women's individual event, India won gold and silver. In the final, Tanvi Khanwa defeated Sunaina S. Kuruvilla by 3-1. In men's individual, India got silver and bronze. India's Harinder Pal Singh lost to Tayyab Aslam of Pakistan by 1-3 in the final. Harinder won silver and Abhay Singh got bronze. In shooting, India won 2 gold and 1 bronze. In men's 10-meter air pistol team event, Shravan Kumar, Ravinder Singh and Sumit Raman clinched gold. In individual event, Shravan Kumar grabbed gold and Ravinder Singh brought bronze. In fencing, India clinched 3 gold by winning men's and women's team events. India also bagged silver in handball. In Kabaddi, Indian men and women teams have reached into the finals. Men's team will take on Sri Lanka while women's team will clash with host Nepal in the finals today. Indian women's football team will also encounter Nepal for the title clash today.
Indian athletes are expected to continue their outstanding performance on 9th day of the Games also. On the final day of swimming events, Indian swimmers will compete in 8 categories. So far, India has won 38 medals in swimming, including 22 gold. In Kabaddi, Indian men's team will take on Sri Lanka, while women's team will clash with host Nepal in the finals today. Indian women's football team will also encounter Nepal for title clash. The match will start at 12:45 in the afternoon. In tennis, men's and women's single finals will be played between the Indian players. Indian boxers will bout for 7 gold, while judoka will also play for 7 gold today. Rajkumar, AIR News, Kathmandu.
In cricket, West Indies beat India by 8 wickets in the second T20 match to level 3-match series 1-1 at Tiruvananthapuram last night. The visitors made 173 for 2 wickets in 18.3 overs. India defeated the visitors by 6 wickets in the first match at Hyderabad. The Indian junior women's team won the 3-nation hockey tournament even though they lost to Australia 1-2 in the final game at Canberra yesterday.
And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi urges SAARC countries to take effective steps to defeat the scourge of terrorism and forces that support it. Finland's former Transport Minister Sanna Marin becomes the country's youngest Prime Minister. Incredible India Roadshow to be held in Singapore today. India maintains top spot with 252 medals in South Asian Games. And Indian junior women's team wins the 3-nation hockey tournament at Canberra. Stay tuned for our YouTube channel for more updates from across the world.